Oh, what a cute song. I really, really like it. I've just clocked what you've said in the chat as well, that it is a bit slower and less hardcore than your usual. Um, I like the fact that you've done it in this way because I personally think that it makes it more accessible to different styles of DJs. Like that for me, I could play that with my like DJ Heartstring, DJ Daddy Trance stuff, Marlon Hofstadt kind of stuff. But then obviously you could bump it up and play it with the hardcore kind of stuff as well. So yeah, I think that's a good move. Hello, Heads Up. Irish Steve, thank you for sending me some bits. Thank you. Little sweetheart. How you doing, Heads Up? Ricky John says, I no longer listen to hardcore, but I have a lot of friends here in the Northeast who would love this. There you go. Target audience. I don't know what it is about the Northeast and Makina, but you lot are mental for it. And I am. I discovered Makina. I knew about it years ago. I did know about it, but like only in recent years I've been like, do you know what it was for me that got me into it? Apart from Rewired Records, of course, and their amazing tutorials on making Makina and their sample packs and walkthroughs, which you should absolutely definitely go and check out, by the way. And there's the link in the chat. Apart from that, the other thing is a DJ called DJ Pastis. Am I saying it right? Am I saying it right? You know who I mean, don't you? My spirit animal. Pastis. Yeah. DJ Pastis. He's just... Oh! He's just so amazing. So amazing. I don't know if you guys understand how even though I don't know a lot about him, all I needed to know about him was watching him perform. I connected with that on such a deep level, especially also his story as well. And how long he's been in the scene and just how passionate he is about the music that he plays. Like, I understand that because I get this same feeling, especially when I'm playing vinyl as well. There's nothing in this world that compares to that feeling for me personally. That's, you know, when you just know what your thing is. If you do know what your thing is, then you're a lucky person. You're not lucky, you're blessed to find out what that thing is that you don't even need to think about it. You just go into flow state. And when I see him doing that, it really connects with me. And I love him for that. It's his whole performance. And he just gets on the mic as well. I don't know what he's saying, but he's like, it's all, yeah. Every single video that I've seen of him, and like his back-to-backs with other people as well. I just find him absolutely everything that being a real DJ is about. He lives it. For better or worse, he lives it. Oh, have we got a raid? Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh, we haven't had a raid. Oh. Hello there, Blood Wolf. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Yeah. And it just reminds me of him so much. But I love all the stuff that you do, Steve. Thank you for sending this in. And everyone, make sure you go and follow. I love the tune. I really like the vocal in it. It was a very happy, uplifting, obviously well produced track. And like I said, I think the main thing for me is I like the fact, because I know obviously you can produce loads of different styles of dance music. I still need to finish the walkthrough that I'm halfway through at the moment. I think it was the Eurodance one or something that I was going through. So it's all on FL Studio as well, guys, if you're interested in these. They're amazing tutorials. So because you can make loads of different styles of music, I think it's really nice that there's something a little lower in BPM here, because like I say, this is something that I could definitely play in my own sets. Please, can you send me the full version, because you've only sent me the radio mix. Thanks. Hello, Mary, Tyler, Noel. How are you doing? Good to see you, babe. Thank you. The extended, yes. Thank you, darling. Next up, we've got Drake, Liddell. And this is... Oh, Drake, Liddell and Tanya. And this is Till We Dance Again. Wow. Once again, Drake Liddell brings the goods. Awesome tune. I believe this was a track that he made for him and his missus for their first dance, should they ever get married, which I think's lovely. Old E Rave says, I like it, but I don't know if the donk works, but that's just me. Yeah, if you're not into donk, I guess it can be maybe a bit over the top or whatever. I personally loved this, and I thought that it's one of those bounce tunes that, you know, like you get your usual bounce tunes and it's like, okay, that's a bounce tune, and then you just get a little bit better quality than that, and then you get a little bit better quality than that. That's what this is. This is one that's been put together with a lot of thought. It comes from somebody who understands music theory. It comes from someone who's made trance. And I mean, I know that because I know Dean anyway, who is Drake Liddell, but it's kind of obvious in the kind of crossover between the trance elements and the leads and the way that it's mixed down, the air on them, the kind of wideness in there. It definitely sounds a lot more put together, like you would need to in a trance tune, but then with a donk on it. Samira says the emotion was there. Yep, I agree. Yeah, donk was all over the place, but there are several ways of donk, not only relying on the most famous sample, in my honest opinion. I guess so. I mean, there's loads. I mean, you can make. There's a really good VST that you can get. Donk Machine 1, Donk Machine. Well, Donk Machine and Donk Machine 2 by Alan Aztec. And I think it's free. Or maybe it was free for me. I don't know. I can't remember right now. I think it is free. But yeah, Donk Machine 2 in particular, it's a great idea because what you can do in FL Studio is you can multi-sample. So you can multi-sample any donk that, I mean, there's presets in there, but then you've obviously got the ability to kind of modify and make your own as well to a degree. But then you can multi-sample the whole thing. So just take a donk from each of the keys and then save that. And then you don't need to use that program. You don't need to use that VST again. You've got all of your multi-samples there. And that's kind of like a way that you would have something as your own donk without, as you say, using one of the more obvious ones. I also think that using an obvious one is not a bad idea as a layer, because it will allow you to get that feel that from that you get from ripped samples with this style of music, because that's kind of like its stylistic essence, isn't it? It's resampling stuff. But if you wanted it to sound a bit more up to date and, you know, add more modern synths and stuff to it, you might want to have something that you could just multi-sample clean or use as like your main donk or whatever. I mean, this doesn't just apply to donks, this applies to a lot of different parts of making music. But yeah, Bosky, how are you? I hope you're okay. Bosky's got MS, so we all want to say boo, fuck off MS. Bosky says fucked. Oh no. Why did we have to get old? What's going on? God. Please don't die, Bosky. You're not allowed. If you do, I'm going to kill you. Bosky, have you been able to get in this studio? I know you probably are not feeling like it, but maybe if you could just do something, it might help you to feel a bit, to take you out, or even just gaming. Gaming's another great way of just getting out of the headspace of like reality for a little bit. There's one in my inbox. Thank you. Cool. But yeah, I'll make sure that on the next one back, we'll make sure that we put that on. Just please try and remind me. Don't worry if you don't. Where are we? Yeah, what we like at the moment. I use donks in everything I do still, but it's hardly ever the loudest layer of the bass. Ooh, sneaky donk. That's what you're doing. I love that heads up. I use donks in everything I do still, but it's hardly ever the loudest layer of the bass. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't need to overtake everything, does it? You need to come to this studio at some point, heads up. I need to pick your brains with a lot of the donk stuff, especially because you use FL Studio. Like every time I speak to you about stuff regarding FL Studio, I'm like, ooh, that's a good way of doing this. That's what I love about FL, is there are so many ways of doing. I mean, I guess this could probably be true for most DAWs, but I like FL the most. Sneaky donk is the best donk. Yeah, agree. Next up, we've got Ferg. I don't have Drake's SoundCloud. He didn't leave it me. Let me just see if I can find it quickly. I found him. Go and give him a follow, please, gang. He's a good lad. He's very talented. As are literally all of you in the chat right now. Even if you're not a thingy. A music person. I bet you're still talented at something. Next up, we've got Ferg94. And this is Need You Now.
You can't be here beside me. I can feel you though. You're in my heart right here to guide me. I need you now, and I know you're looking down on me. I'll carry on, though it seems so long, till I get to hold you again. I need you now. I need to hold you by my side. I need you now. I need to be with you tonight.
we go. Ferg94, Need You Now. Ferg's always sending in amazing hardcore stuff. I love this. And I like what Samira said there. Uplifting, solid sounding tune. Instantly makes me feel happier. That's the key. If you can make a track and make someone feel something, even if it's disgust, you won. But happily, in this case, it was making me feel happier. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's exactly why it's called happy hardcore. It's awesome. So Direct Vinyl says, I like what Control 4 says. That's interesting. I find most uplifting tracks are in A sharp. Interesting. Nice track, very positive. The one thing I would change is the kick drum. I would add more depth into it. So at first the kick was kind of like putting me off a little bit because it's got like this. It's got like a sucky kick on there, and then it's got a clicky click. Clicky kick. And then it's got like the meaty bit in there as well. I quite like it. I quite like it. I think it's quite an interesting sound. Yeah. Instead of having one kick, create 3 layers. I think it is. I think this is 3 layers. I can hear it. I can hear a click. I can hear the sucky bit. And then I can hear the main body of it. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I really like it. But it's completely subjective, isn't it? At the end of the day. I think that kick is perfect. Reminds me of Quash record stuff. I bet it's a different animal when it's really loud. Yeah. Hi, M series. Just a very transient, heavy kick. I like it. Yeah. I can hear. I mean, I can hear the separate layers on that. It's very unique sounding, but yeah, I really like it. But everyone has different tastes at the end of the day. Hello, sweet Lily love. Almost psytrancey. Yeah. No, you're not too old. You are. You're just saying, you know, your perspective, and that's what this show's about. So yeah. Yeah, the pads, the leads, the pianos, come on. Yeah. It's fucking brilliant. Really nicely mixed down. Everything that you'd want. Yeah. Great track. Awesome. It's the piano for me. Every time. Bloody pianos. Piano is Streets of Rage 3 on Sega Genesis. Really? What, that one? This one? It's got some like 8-bit crushed kind of noise. Oh, it reminds you of it. Yeah, cool. That's good. So it's got that 90s vibe to it. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's wicked. It's always great when a new track that's been produced reminds us of, you know, nostalgic things. But yeah, I loved it. Thank you, Ferg. Next up is DJ Ritchie, and this is Like the Wind. Here we go. Okay, there we go. That is DJ Ritchie, Like the Wind. One thing I need to point out that you guys might not know, because you can't see how long the track is. The track is 9 minutes, 30 seconds long. The intros and the outros are a lot of that. So your intro is 1 minute 30, which is fine. But then on the outro, you kind of like you've got like another section before then you're going into the outro. I what I'm getting at here is I think that this could be whittled down a bit. I don't mean like drastically, but it is 9.5 minutes long. I think that you could say it in less time without it taking us out of that journey. But I know that that might just be a subjective idea. Less is more, yeah, but to a point. To a point. Yeah, we don't want to need 3-minute tracks. It would no. Sometimes it's not even 3 minutes. Sometimes I've got tracks which are like 1 minute and 40 seconds long. Yeah, what I mean is arrangement needs a bit of work, and the mix down, as M Series said as well. Your ideas for this are great. I liked how it was sounding. I think some of it was a little bit thin, but I don't know if I'm just comparing it to the more heavy hardcore that we've been listening to. So obviously I'm taking that into account, that this could just be a bit of a reference point that I've got going on psychologically after listening to the other tracks. But I also like the fact that it sounded quite laid back and, as someone said, chicane-esque. It almost feels like sometimes arrangement targets a different part of the brain than music itself. Yeah, well, it definitely contributes. A good arrangement, a good composition will make all the difference with the initial or the actual main hook, main ideas of a track, because that's how you deliver it. I guess in the same way as a really good comedian would set up a bit to the audience and say the joke in a really well constructed way. In any kind of art form, you know, like it's the presentation of it. Yeah. Thank you. I surprise myself sometimes. But yeah, you're right. I think you're right. The arrangement does have a different place. And if you can get all of those things right, then you're going to have a good tune. You're going to have a great track on your hands. And remember, years ago, this is what people did. You used to have the session singer. You would have a mixed down engineer. You'd have a mastering engineer. You'd have a composer. You'd have someone that did arrangement and composition. You'd have someone that was the producer, the sound engineer. You'd have all of these different people working on one track. And now, use your drug dealer on the site. And that there is something very, very magical about that kind of collaboration. But the way things are for a lot of us artists that work a lot alone, you have to be all of those things. You have to be every single one of them. And depending on what the last thing you were doing in the studio was, it's going to affect what your you know, if you're thinking about too many things, let's think like the brain can only think about like I think at the most 7 things at one time. And I'm saying 7. 7's when you're like an organ player, because they've learned to like do certain things with their feet and their hands when they're playing organs. For some reason, they're like they can do a few extra things. You can't do a lot of things consciously as a human being. I know this, and anyone else that makes music will know what it's like when you're in the studio and you're trying to make a track. When you go in the studio, you go, I'm going to make a track. I'm going to make a whole track today. I know from experience now, over years and years and years of saying that to myself, I'll rush things. I'll rush the process of even finding the right sample. I will rush doing the riff, the melody. I will rush the synthesis aspect of it, or I will not do that altogether and I'll use a preset. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, but what I'm saying is when your mind is focused on not one thing like it used to be years ago, when it used to be this guy is doing the melody and he's sat in a room, he's playing the piano and he's working it out. And you got the other guy who's on the Akai S3000 samplers and he's getting the drums sorted out. Everyone's doing their thing. So everyone's got... I mean, I love spending so much time on my drums. I don't care if it's like... I don't care, like, sometimes how long it takes. That's one aspect that I love. But then other parts can then suffer because of it. But if there were people who were, or if I gave even if I just gave each task its own moment, then I wouldn't be trying to like finish it quickly to get to the next thing and then to finish the actual track. So Samir says the track kept me invested, so I didn't want to skip through it. I wanted to hear it out. That's a good sign. Yeah, the teeth brushing thing. Yeah, I was talking about that recently, about brushing with your left hand. It does help. It is difficult not to rush, definitely. Yes, still off vaping. Talking of not vaping, this video is sponsored by Fume. I'm sponsored by Fume. This is Fume. For those of you that are trying to give up vaping. I gave up vaping about a month ago now. For fuck's sake, says Steve. I really like this. Now, the reason why I like it is I don't crave it like I crave my vape. But it's just flavoured air. But it's really helpful to have something to fiddle with. It's a little fidget spinner kind of thing. Yeah. And then I've got loads. They've sent me all the different flavours to try. But I've got a special code if you guys want to go and check it out and see if Fume is for you. Just put ! Fume in the chat. And then there you go. Tryfume.com/amberd. Go and get yourselves a Fume right now. But yeah, it's nice to be not on a vape anymore. I always said I was only going to do it to stop me smoking. I gave up smoking 6 years ago. To the day 6 years ago. Aid, thank you. Aid, thank you for 500 bits. Yeah, they are sponsored. They've sponsored me. They sent me this for free. And all of the other stuff as well. They've sent me like everything. I've got like, there's a cool bass that comes with it as well. So you can't lose it. And then you can spin it round, which is really cool. I'm sponsored by Udi as well. If you guys want to get some money off your next Udi, there you go. That should still work. They sponsored me the last year, I think it was. But yeah, at the moment I'm sponsored by Fume. So go and check it out. But yeah, I don't miss vaping anymore. I was worried that I would be putting on weight again from stopping vaping because I've just lost 2.5 stone. But it's been fine. Stick your fume in your smuggling duds. Yes. There you go. But yeah, I'm going to run out of addiction soon. Which is a shame. I'll be so boring then. No, I don't think that's true. I'll always have addictions. My current addictions are my sugar addiction's getting better now. I've not had sugar for 2 days now, which is great. But when I go into a sugar session, I can't just have one chocolate bar. I've got to have like a big chocolate bar, and then I just want more of it. So cake, yeah, a bit of cake. I've been having a bit of cake recently, but yeah, I've just decided to come off it while I'm having my treatment and my operation. I don't want an inflamed body at the moment. And my phone is my other addiction. Yesterday, my wrist was hurting again because I've been holding my phone like that in bed, doom scrolling. Not good. But yeah, those are my main addictions that I think I'll always have is keeping a tab on my sugar intake and keeping a tab on how often I'm on my phone. But because I work on my phone, like I spend a lot of time on my phone. And cake, yeah. How is my cholesterol? Probably completely normal. Cholesterol, you shouldn't be worried about cholesterol. Cholesterol is not a bad thing. You need cholesterol. So, and not all fats are bad fats either. I eat a lot of nuts. I eat a lot of avocados. I eat real butter. Everything in moderation. So, and my BMI is like 19.9 or something. I remember last time I looked at it, my BMI is really good. So, Samira says, I will never give up cake. Nor me. My blood pressure is, or my heart rate yesterday when they did my ECG. I've always had low blood pressure, but because I am very active physically, it's 45. And I know that is low, but it's a known low. Yeah. But I'm just a chilled out person these days. Yep, 45 resting. And that was after a cup of coffee. Yeah, but they're aware of it. It's cool. It's fine. So, yeah, I don't carry a lot of weight anymore. But yeah. Heads up says, I'd love to give up my addictions, but my mum didn't raise a quitter. Brilliant. Yeah, at the end of the day, just be gentle with yourself, guys. Like, as long as you're okay and you're having fun and it's not like taking over your life or whatever, just do what you want to do. So I think there's always this issue around January as well, and everyone's doing dry January, and then people fall off and then they feel bad about it. Like, there's nothing. That's actually the point of getting over an addiction or stopping doing something. You oscillate between doing it and not doing it for a long time. Smoking is one of the main ones where I noticed that was you'd say you want to give up smoking, you do it for a bit, you go back to it, and then you start giving up again, and then you go for a bit longer. So yeah, but the thing is, yeah, people do associate celebration with alcohol. I also think that is, I don't want to say the word dangerous because that's far too loaded a thing to say, but you can have a good day out without having alcohol to celebrate something. I mean, there's crack. Have you not thought about a bit of heroin? It's a great celebratory tipple. Okay, for the 1% people that don't understand jokes, it was a joke. Hi, Mufasa. Dandy Crouch. I raised to 140 kilograms. Wow. After a major op. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to me. 8 months later, I was back down to 85 kilograms. It's a mind problem. Can we have a round of applause, please, for Dandy Crouch? That's an insane amount of weight to lose, especially after having an operation. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, there you go. Mind over matter. Good talk. Next up. Did we met? Yeah, we went over. Yeah, who was it last? It was DJ Ritchie. Yeah, cool. What I meant to say was, did I give you DJ Ritchie's SoundCloud? Let me just pop it back in the chat just in case I didn't. But yeah, I think it's important that we don't just because we've given something up doesn't mean we should gloat about that to other people, because other people can probably just do it and it not be a problem. So, but if it's helpful for you to not do it, definitely don't do it. But everyone is at different parts of learning or different life changing points in their life. So I don't think it's helpful sometimes. Yeah, I actually think it's unhelpful because I know if someone tried to tell me to stop drinking, I would go and buy another bottle of wine and drink it from the bottle whilst maintaining eye contact. I'd be like, fuck you. I wasn't even going to have another drink, but you telling me I shouldn't have another drink. I'm going to go and get 3. Yeah, exactly. Of course. Like if someone would tell me, oh, do you think you should go to bed? No. I was going to go to bed. I'm not now. I'm staying up another 3 days just because you said you thought I need to go. I'm not fucking being told what to do. Fuck you. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't work. People got to work stuff out for themselves. They really do. All you got to do is just be there for them. Telling me what to do. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But, I mean, that said, it's different when you're a parent. When you're a parent, you kind of have to tell them. But when you're an adult, you know, it's different story. So, but yeah. Next up, we have got the amazing Eggman and Joe Longbottom. And this is a track called Exit. There we go. That is Eggman and Joe Longbottom, Exit. Lots of well recognisable samples in that. What a tune. I liked the switch ups in there as well. It's got that unmistakable Joe Longbottom donk in there. Really, really cool. And also, heads up says, I feel like my whole belief system just got cracked. I don't like Set You Free, but this is mega. You don't like Set Me Free? Set You Free? What? That's mental. I mean, I understand. I don't like Concrete Angel. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Concrete Angel. It's weird, isn't it, how, like, it can be a bit Marmite with certain tracks. Yes, Nixie, we're live. Now you know. Welcome in. Yeah, it's a great track. No worries, Mufasa, love you. Yeah, Eggman and Joe Longbottom, Exit. Really cool tune. And make sure you go and give them a follow, please, gang. Loads of bouncy fun there. And yeah, I liked all the little vocal samples. Your System Sucks. A few others in there that I'd not heard for a while, actually. Yeah, really liked it. Thank you for sending it in. Next up, we've got Sparx and Loona. And this is Essence.
A cannibal is a person who eats human flesh. There is much discussion as to whether cannibalism is an inherent characteristic of all human beings or animal impulses. Let's go!
Oh, that was awesome. Sparx and Loona and Essence. I just want to say a massive thank you to Chella for 42 months. That was a tune, wasn't it? I will go and check out my messages in a bit, sweetheart. I hope you're okay. I love you. Panther, thank you for 2 months. And of course, thank you for the bits that you guys sent earlier, Aid and Taepung. Thank you. And Sweet Lily Love, thank you for 3 months. Irish Steve, thank you for 100 bits as well. This tune, I really liked it. It was very what would you call it? Spanish bounce, Makina. Bit slower than the Makina I've heard, I think. But that's a good thing because, again, I can put this in many different styles of set. I love the melody, especially. I love the key change. The only thing that I thought technically needed to be different was I couldn't hear what the male vocal was saying in that breakdown. So perhaps look into side chaining the those leads to the vocal slightly, or even just pushing up the vocal, maybe both things, just so that male vocal can come out a bit. It was a little bit low in the mix because it was just sounded a bit mumbly. That's the only thing that I could think of. I loved the kick. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, it's that older Makina sound. That's the stuff that I have found out that I like as well. I like a lot of the older stuff. Like, to me, it's not even old stuff. To me, it's new because I've only just found a lot of it. But yeah, it's that old school flavour. And yeah, I am here for it. God damn it. Definitely. Guys, make sure you are following Sparx and Loona, please. Go and give them a follow. Awesome work. Thank you so much for sending it in and letting us have a listen to it. It's still going around in my head now. Yeah, bonkers vibe. Yes! Defo. And next up, we've got M Series, and this is Porn King. Spelled Pawn. Don't know where your dirty minds were.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There we go, M Series and Porn King. Yeah, I really like this. It's very different. And I quite like that difference. I think it's I wouldn't know where to place it. Someone else said, what would you describe this? I'd still call it hard house. But yeah, I think for me it's a grower, this one. But obviously it's a very, very well produced tune. And yeah, I just think I probably need to... Gay German folk rock is what I was going for. Brilliant. I'm going to give it a few listens, I think, and get my perspective on it a little bit. But I like it. I do like it. Yeah. It has got a great kick to it. The percussion and the kick is very techno, though. Ooh. M Series, have you tried doing any techno? It'd be really cool to hear you make some techno stuff, if you haven't already. Oh, cool. Yeah, you sent me two, didn't you? Yeah, I've got them in my promo pile somewhere. But yeah, when people send me more than one track, because I do ask, just send me one track for the demo drop, I just pick the first one. And this was the first one that I got. So, but yeah, amazing. I can't find you. I'm sorry, M Series. I've looked for you on SoundCloud and I can't find you. Please, guys, please remember when you send me an email, please put your social media details in there, because if you don't, I can't help. You know, like, this is a show that's designed to get you noticed and get you more connections, networks, opportunities. And if you don't give me your social media stuff, what's the point? I mean, obviously we get to hear it here and we give you some advice, but further than that, you're missing out on opportunities. So I'm not just saying it to be like nag you or whatever. Oh, well, I am, but I mean it in a good way. And the other thing as well, if you have sent a track and you want it to be on the show, the way, because I don't know if am I not explaining this right? Let me just go through it again. If you send me an email, don't send me Dropbox links to my Facebook or Instagram, and don't send me. I don't need it there. I need it on the email, because in my email inbox, that's where I keep a record of everything, and there's a paper trail. I can't have people sending me Dropbox links in Messenger, in Instagram DMs, because I get sent so many messages. I don't think you realise how many messages I go through on a daily basis with my business, with my students, with my leads, for people who are booking in for one-to-ones, for bookings as a DJ. All of these are the things, friends messaging me. Your message goes down really quickly. So you have to send me an email. And in that email, you make sure that you head it demo drop. Demo drop. And then inside the email, tell me a little bit about you. Tell me about the track. Give me the link, and make sure the link is not a WeTransfer link, nothing that will expire. It can be a Dropbox, a Google link, a private or public SoundCloud, which is usually better. Not drop demo drop. Then make sure that you've put your social media links in there as well. And then press send. Okay? Now, what's going to happen now is a bit of time's going to go by. And you might watch a few of the shows as well, and you'll be like, oh, she's not played my tune yet. And then you might ask me, oh, have you seen my track? And then I will reply probably saying, I've not got to your email yet. I've not heard it yet, because the moment that I open the email is when I'm going to be ready to either okay it or say it's not quite ready for the demo drop. I don't listen to them and then never reply to you. So I am really, really careful that when I open that email, I will be dealing with it then, because otherwise it will get forgotten about. So what you need to do if you want it fast tracked, this is the crux bit, okay? Just send me a message on Facebook or Instagram as a DM and say, hi Amber, it has to be before 4 p.m. UK time on a Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, because today is the day that we do the demo drop. Don't send it me on a Sunday or even Monday night. Definitely don't send it me on a Wednesday. And don't send it me as we're doing the show. Because it takes my focus away from doing the show. But I need to make sure that this isn't me just not explaining it properly. So I'm going to explain it in autistic detail, okay? So what you do is before 4 p.m. on a Tuesday, UK time, send me an Instagram message or a Facebook message and state, hello, I would like my tune to be played on today's show. My email address is, and then give me your email address, and then my track name is, and tell me your track name. The reason for this is some of you might have sent me different tracks. You might have sent multiple different tracks in on multiple emails. So I need your email address so then I can go and find your email in my inbox, and then when that's been looked at, it is then grayed out as red or unread. Not red as in the colour, red as in I've seen it, I've read it. If you start then sending me Dropbox links and stuff to Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and then want me to take them from there, then I've still got your original email in the system. And then there's a massive possibility that I might forget that we've already played your tune and we end up playing it again when someone else could have had that opportunity. So there is a reason why I do things this way. Does that make sense? No. Fuck you. It's the best system I've got right now. I'm not repeating it. But please listen. Just read what I say to you and just listen. Don't panic. I know you're eager and I get it. I completely understand. But when this happens hundreds of times, it can get a little bit. I'm very tolerant because I want you guys to do well and I want to support you, and you know, I'd rather you make the mistakes with me than a record label. But please listen, please. Don't tell me what to do, Susenso. Okay. Oh dear, there might be a better way of doing this. There's something called TrackStack. Now, I might start looking at TrackStack. I think TrackStack is something that labels are looking at, you know, to audition or submit your music to, and then it's all in like one area. So I might try and see if there's a different way that we can modify the way that I do things. It might actually be worth it for me to change the system somewhat. From the way that it is, because we are growing. This channel is growing, and the amounts of submissions I'm getting is growing as well. So, yeah. Right, next tune. This is Skooler and Flair, and this is Feelin Inside. Here we go. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. That is Skooler and Flair, Feelin Inside. Lyrics were sung by Skooler. Is it Skooler or Flair's wife? She said the vocals on her phone in the car is a sample. Oh, no worries. Heads up. Yeah, go and get it sorted. Wow. Yeah, I loved it. I loved the pianos. It reminded me of Rejuvenation, which is, if you don't know, a really cool event in Leeds. It's very, very much this piano house sort of thing. And I love the fact that you got your wife on this as well, doing the lyrics. Keeps it more authentic, I think, when you put a little bit of yourself into everything you do. Stop it, Ritchie. Yeah, really, really good. And if you guys can go and follow on TikTok, and of course, if you're watching back on YouTube, you'll be able to find Skooler and Flair's and everyone else that has been on tonight, their contact details. If they've sent them to me, of course. I think I've got most of them. I do, Ritchie. I do. And that's our show. The link again. Here you go. They've got a whole freaking album. Sorry, they've got 3 albums worth, Becky. So go and if you liked what you heard there, go and listen to the rest. That is amazing in itself, the fact that you've done 3 albums worth. So that track that you just heard there is from the album Rave is the Virus, which was released on the 28th of October. So yeah, make sure you stay in contact, follow them. Yeah,